Hello. I started making a video earlier today and I was at a loss and didn't know what to say. And then I started having a conversation with my bio mom. In text message, of course. And it just fired me up. Some people in this world are so disconnected from the reality of this world. I just fail to understand. I pray for them, of course. Privileged people who have never once been hungry or been without shelter or been without food or have struggled with no heat in their home. Those people are so disconnected from the reality of it because it is real. It exists. There are people out in this world living in vehicles, tents, some under bridges. That is the biggest and saddest thing of all. The disconnect. The disconnect between the privileged and the out there, the poor people. I may be in dire situation. I am working. I've worked full time. 2 solid years. But to be able to work my way out of a situation, I had to go in debt to be able to keep the job. So I had a car to get to said job, right? So now I'm in debt for the car. I can't afford to buy to get an apartment too. I am part of the working poor. So I have to live in dire situation to be able to afford my car so that I can keep my job. I pray this YouTube channel takes off for me because any little extra, boy, that's feathers. Any little extra that I could make to possibly supplement what I'm already earning. Possibly could maybe get me some land in a couple of years. But I'm still looking at this living situation. I'm working on a camper van. Okay? Why? Well, because there is work available to people who are willing to travel for it. That will at least get my housing area covered. And then I could work outside of that as well. I'm alone in this world. So I got to do what I got to do. By talking to her, I can see that she is not on social media. She is not seeing the true story of the things that are going on in the mountains in North Carolina, the things that are going on in Florida, how FEMA has failed them, the government has failed them, the Red Cross has pulled out, and now they're taking people's children away. These are true, on-the-ground stories of people just like you and me that are sharing the real shit that's going on over there. And I'm having a conversation with a 76-year-old person who watches the news. And she thinks, oh, it's fine. FEMA's there, the National Guard's helping them rebuild. Bullshit! I call bullshit. I don't even have a TV. I don't watch the news. I try to stay away from reading the news. Because you can get on social media and watch some true stories, and then you watch the news and it makes you angry. So I want to say a prayer today. For all those older folks out there that are just watching the news, please turn that shit off. Because they are bought and paid for. They're only telling you what they want you to know. The real stories are being shared by real people who are on the ground, who are there helping, who are there seeing it with their own eyes. If you're a real privileged person, instead of complaining about the homeless people and what they're doing to the looks of your city, why don't you pick a family, because there are families out there like that too. Pick someone to help. Don't complain. Go out there and do something. Whether it's volunteering with your church, even if it's just donating to an organization that is out there actually on the ground helping. Perfect. But don't make excuses for this and that of the government, because that's what I was hearing. No offense. I love my mother. Yeah, I do. But I could just hear the disconnect in her voice. Not in her voice, but in her text message. I could see the disconnect. So today, that got me fired up. There's something that I can share that means a lot to me. Because my whole family is disconnected with my living situation. And it's fine. I will work my way out of it. But you know what? Some people have such severe depression, they don't see a way out. And I pray for those people. God has my back. Me and my higher power are tight. He's kept me alive my whole life, because there's been many a times that I've wanted to give up. And that devil in my head will say, you don't really want to be here anymore, do you? Just quit. But I refuse. Kind of like this channel. Someone made a comment on my video when I was talking to Dodash and just giving her some motherly advice. Invest that money wisely, because it's not, just in case it don't last. Just in case. And somebody made a comment. It says, sounds like you're jealous. No, not jealous at all. I'm determined. I can't help but be a mother. That's what I do. Doesn't have to be my own kids. Even someone my own age. If I feel like I have some good advice to give them, I will. Because that's just who I am. So to that person, I already commented and told them, no, I'm determined. I'm just sharing my experience. Just because I'm living this way doesn't mean that I haven't had a good life in the past. You know, it doesn't mean that I haven't blown money in the past. I was just sharing that with her, you know. Things that I wished I would have done way back when I had a wad of cash, like say for instance after a car wreck, and I had like 12 grand dumped in my lap. What did I do with it? I blowed it. That was back in the 90s. But the point is, I learned a lesson. And so my video to Dodash was just sharing my lesson that I learned through my life. Had I invested it back in the 90s, had I invested it, say, in a few stocks, in Google, for instance, I'd be sitting on Pretty Street, wouldn't I? But I did not do that. But if I got that kind of cash dumped in my lap right now, I would surely invest in my future. My thoughts now are buy a piece of land that can't be taken away from me so that I have a place to die, you know? I'm not going to be paying rent and paying someone else's mortgage. I'm not doing that anymore. I've done that my whole life. So yeah, things are rough. And to the people over there in North Carolina, God bless all those people that are out there helping you right now. I wish I could be one of those people. But I still have to do what I got going on here. It's just me. I can't just walk away. I have pets, and I intend on watching my granddaughter graduate. Everything in my soul wanted to leave for the winter and go somewhere where it's warmer. And I can do that. I could do it right now if I wanted. But I'm going to stay put. I'm going to keep working hard. I'm going to watch my granddaughter graduate. And more than likely probably spend the holidays working. One, because I get paid time and a half for it. We only get 4 holidays a year. So you take advantage of those when you get them. But more than likely, after I get done working on the holidays, I'll end up spending it alone. It's okay. I'm getting used to it. It's hard to be so close yet so far. Anyway, I don't know what else to share today. I want to share some good hope and some good things, but sometimes it just escapes me. In the wintertime, I struggle with depression. Majorly bad. So if I just get up, take a shower, go to work, eat a decent meal, then I'm doing good. And some days that's all I can do. But I don't beat myself up over it. So if you can relate, please leave me a comment. Let's talk. I'm here for you. Maybe we can be here for each other. Seasonal depression is a real thing. And I'm sure I'm not the only one out there suffering from it. But I do want to say a prayer, Lord. I want to say a prayer for all the homeless people that are out in this world struggling, all the working poor that are also struggling, that maybe got priced out of their homes. So many seniors are living in their vehicles. This country is in a sad, sad shape. And I pray that some of the rich people in this world start to realize that when you go to your grave, you can't take that money with you. You should be helping somebody. Because if I had money, I would be helping people. And still live humbly like I do now. So eventually I will get blessed I just know it. And I will find my tribe on here. I'm not going to give up. I've been doing this for a few years. So, the fact that I have grown from 2 subscribers to 34 subscribers, that is a plus. And I thank you all for that. And eventually the algorithm will figure out who I am and who my tribe is. I'm a little rough around the edges because, I am Gen X. And I get fired up sometimes. I'm not going to apologize for that. I am who I am. And I really appreciate anybody out there who is just striving to be better today than they was yesterday. Because that's all we can do, folks. That's all we can do. And to my friend Carrie over there across the ocean, I'm going to have a fag with you. I love you, girl. I wish I could meet you. We have so much in common. We've both had a really rough life. I think you and I could be great friends. So if you see this video, darling, reach out to me in my comments. And maybe we can, I don't know, hook up through email or something and talk to each other. I think that would be grand. I'm going to start talking like you. Yep. And every time that I meet someone from England that come through my work, and I do, I notice their accents right away. And I just love having a conversation with them. It's lovely. Yeah. I'm going to start picking up your slang if I keep listening to you. And I think it's awesome. Because I've always been different. May as well start talking different too. So, that's all I've got to rant about today. God bless everybody. Peace out. Thanks for watching. I know my tribe's out there somewhere. And, I meant to share the 12 steps. That'll have to be my next video because I think this is more important right now. But I will connect it. If I can figure it out. I will put it in the title as to being like a part to what I was talking about the other day. But today, I just wanted to rant a little bit. I think we need to come together in this world. There's so much separation. And people talking down to other people. I was reading, I'll go through like the comments on certain things. And I'm following this realtor lady on Facebook that's trying really hard to help the people in North Carolina. She's trying to help them get like assistance, like government grants and things like that. Helping them fill out the paperwork, making sure that they don't get ripped off when the government comes in and makes an offer on their property. And one man in the comment had to get on there and say, I feel more ignorant just listening to her talk. I thought, you fucker, get out of this feed. I had to say something. I said, dude, just get out of this feed. You don't even need to be in these comments. And I said, it seems to me like your IQ is about as much as a box of rocks. So why don't you go kick some? And get off this feed. I mean, those kind of hecklers, get a life. Or just keep scrolling. You don't need to be there just spewing your negative shit. Anyway, I'm going to go for today. See what my shirt says? It says one mental breakdown later. With the flowers from SpongeBob. I'm starting to love Timu. Anyway, y'all have a great day. May God bless you and your families. And no matter what, keep fucking going. Later.